to my channel. This is ElleForLexxi. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys this very pretty, colorful makeup tutorial. Of course, I'm starting off with a bare face, but this is the final outcome, and I hope you guys are liking it initially. But if you are, make sure you stay tuned into the end of this video to see exactly what I did step by step. Alright, since we're using bright colors, I'm using my Pure Beige concealer from LA Girl, and I'm going to use that as my base for my eyeshadows. Same old, I do this in pretty much all of my tutorials where I have colorful eyeshadow, so this is really nothing new. And although I did not show it on camera, I did set my base with my Sacha Buttercup powder. So we're going to be using the 35C palette, and I'm going to be using that red shade right there, and that is going to be the shade that I put in my crease. As you guys can tell, I'm going to really intensify this color because as you guys could probably tell at the beginning of the video, I was inspired by the colors of the jacket that I'm wearing, so I just wanted to make sure that the color showed up as a very bright red, because initially putting it on top of the concealer, it kind of looked pink. So you're just going to see me pack it on and pack it on and pack it on until it gets darker. Next, I'm going to use this purple shade in the 35C palette as well, and I'm going to put that right beneath the red. And as you can tell, I am going to intensify this color as well. I need all of these colors to be very bright because when I cut the crease, it's really going to set the tone. And this part right here, I really could have just not put this in the video, but I kind of did it. I'm using the 35C palette as well, and I'm using this green color, but it was pointless because when I cut my crease, I completely cut all of that green out. And I didn't even do the green when I initially did this makeup look before I even recorded it, so it was kind of stupid. Anyways, we're going to use that same Pure Beige concealer to cut the crease. This is sped up 4 times, so it really does not happen this fast. When it comes to cutting your crease, you just really have to learn your eye shape and the depth of your crease. I'm not saying that I'm perfect with it. As you guys can tell, when you finish watching the video or just watch it a little bit longer, I did mess up on the cut crease. I brought it up a little bit too high, so I will show you guys how to bring your cut crease back down if you feel like you overlined it. But yeah, this is going at a faster speed, and I really just don't work this fast. It's a very intricate process, especially if you want clean lines. And now I'm doing the right hand side, which is clearly the hardest side for me because I'm left-handed, but I got through it. And actually, my right eye was the best looking eye. I had to actually go back and fix the left one. And if you guys can tell from my frequent stopping and looking, I'm checking out and I'm measuring to make sure each eye is equal, but I definitely can tell that the left eye is up a lot higher. So with that same purple eyeshadow that I use, I'm going to go right back on top of the cut crease on my on my left eye, just to bring it down a little bit, and I'm going to recut the crease so it matches with the right eye. It's a very helpful tip. And as you can tell, I'm really loving how symmetrical it is. Now I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place wait, which one is this? The Nubian 2 palette, and I'm going to use that yellow gold eyeshadow, and it's going to be the eyeshadow that is closest to my inner corner, as you can tell. And you want to make sure you use a flat yet stiff eyeshadow brush, so that when you are applying these eyeshadows, you can get them really close to the cut, you know, to the cut crease without making it messy, if that makes sense. Now in the same Nubian 2 palette, I'm going to use that green color, but I'm also going to mix it with the Magic Palette's green color as well, because the first green was a little bit too dark for the color that's in my jacket, so I just kind of mixed it in with the Magic Palette's green, and I'm just blending that in. And I use my fingers. My fingers are a really efficient tool when it comes to blending and merging these colors together. The brush, of course, applies the green where I want it to be, but when I use my fingers, I kind of overlap the yellow gold color over the green so that it really has a seamless effect. And you can see my fingers. Even though your fingers aren't expensive brushes, they do serve their purpose when it comes to makeup application. And I'm just going back in with the yellow eyeshadow because it was a little bit of green. I was kind of coming too far in. Now I'm going into the Masquerade palette. I'm going to use that beautiful sky blue color, and that's going to be the color that is closest to my outer corner. And I'm going to use my fingers as well to blend that in. Actually, am I? I'm looking. Anyways, I'm just blending that in as well. And the moment that you fill in the cut crease is when you realize that the look is actually coming together very nicely. Now I am lining my eyes with my Wet n Wild, I forgot what the name of the eyeliner was, but it's a very inexpensive eyeliner, and I love it because it gives me very crisp and precise lines. But right here, I'm just adding some black eyeshadow on top of the eyeliner just to make it mattify a little bit, because the eyeliner is pretty shiny in its own. Make sure your line is very, very, very sharp and crisp. Now I'm just adding my Lex lashes from my line ElleWinks. Be on the lookout for pre-orders on my website. And I'm just using some regular lash glue from my beauty supply store. Now I'm using my Wet n Wild primer. I'm just gonna dab it on my face and rub it in. Bada boom, bada bing. Now I'm using my Estee Lauder Stay in Place makeup. I think it's the double wear in 6W1 Sandalwood, and I actually mixed it with Toffee from Maybelline Matte and Poreless because Sandalwood is just a little too red for me, and Toffee has the perfect yellow undertones to make a perfect mixture. So that's what I did. I've been doing it in the last few makeup tutorials I've uploaded on my channel. So yeah, this is nothing new either. And I'm very over the top when it comes to my foundation application. I do not like to miss any spots at all. Now I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. You guys know this is my OG concealer. I'm using it under my eyes, my chin, my bridge of my nose, my forehead, and I'm also going to use it on my Cupid's bow, but I'm going to add something else in the next clip. My bad. Now I'm using this Black Radiance contour stick just to add a little shadow to my Cupid's bow, because I realized if I do put a little bit too much concealer on my Cupid's bow / upper lip, my lips, well, my top lip will kind of disappear, and I don't like it. So I'm just adding that little contour to add a shadow to make my lips or my top lip look a little more plump. And as you can tell, I'm just blending everything in with my beauty blender. I love beauty blenders to blend in my foundation, my concealers, all of the above. I kind of ventured away from foundation brushes, and I don't regret it at all. Now I'm using my Sacha Buttercup powder with this sponge applicator to bake. I'm very oily, so that's why I use this much powder, because if I don't, my makeup is going to be a creasy, greasy mess, and I refuse. Now I'm using my Black Radiance contour palette. This is the powder one, and I'm just using the middle shade to contour my nose, because boom, honey, it gets me snatched. And now I'm using the darker shade in the palette to contour my cheeks. And this is a brush that came in this came in a BH Cosmetics brush set like 3 years ago. So yeah. And then I'm cutting my contour with the Sacha Buttercup powder as well. Now I'm using my LA Colors white eyeliner to make my eyes look more bright. Then I'm going to line my lower lash line with the red that I used as my first color for my eyeshadow. And I'm going to drag that out right underneath my cat eye as well to make it a very, very, very dramatic. Because that's the look I was going for today. As you can tell, I'm just intensifying that. And then I'm adding this gold pigment from NYX. I got it from I got it like 3 years ago, so I don't remember the name because it's no longer on there. But you guys can tell a yellow gold pigment when you see one. And now I am just adding some mascara to my bottom lashes because we want those to be very visible with this look. I find that with very dramatic makeup looks, I need my bottom eyelashes to stand out. I don't like when they blend in with my eye makeup that's at the bottom. That's just me though. Now going back into that Black Radiance contour palette, I'm going to use the highlight shade to highlight my face, my cheeks, my cupid's bow, my nose. Yep, basically all of the basic spots I hit. It's a very subtle highlight. It's nothing too dramatic, so I really like it. And I've been sleeping on it for a long time. But now I am just using this black lip liner. Not black. Wow, I can't even say the colors right. I'm using this brown lip liner from my beauty supply store. And I just love using brown lip liner with my looks. They just make your lips look more plump. And then I'm going to add some classic Clear. Wow, why can I not talk? I'm going to use some classic clear lip gloss because we've been sleeping on the clear lip gloss, even though that was the OG. And I am just spraying my face with some setting spray just to get rid of that powdery look. Now here I am checking myself out in my Snapchat camera, because if it does not pass the Snapchat qualifications, it will not pass in real life. Okay, that is an unwritten rule. I'm just taking out my little clips. Excuse me, I'm taking out my clips in my hair. And then I'm going to give you guys some slayage. Boom. Look at those colors. Oh my God. Stop sleeping on me, y'all. Like, bring your friends, tag your friends in this video. I would really appreciate if I had more exposure with my makeup, because I really have come such a long way when it comes to doing my makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you all. Bye.